Hey guys, this is me, Alama Reptile. Um, we had some very painful news to talk about, and it's just happened today. So who you're seeing here is a very known YouTuber that that is a made himself a staple, a really long running staple in within theme park YouTube, amusement park YouTube, attractions YouTube, in the community, in the attractions and theme parks community. And if y'all know enough, heard of him, you should check him out. You know, Adam the Woo. Adam the Woo just from I heard hours ago, approximately today, I think in the morning, he essentially has passed, age 51. I remember watching one of his interesting old videos where he went to the undergrounds of Magic Kingdom, and I also was quite fascinated looking at him going to the an old Nickelodeon studio that I didn't know that we ever had in Orlando. Actually, I do know I remember we did had um, Nickelodeon studios. We had the Jimmy Neutron Nicktoon Blast. That I remember. But he goes to the fringes of science. He was the one that brought staples of secret, looking at secret places of Disneyland, Disney World to SeaWorld to Busch Gardens, and he also he's best known to make various vlogs and content that for the past at least 14 years or so that became a great staple. I mean, he is was the pioneer of secrets of the fringe side of theme parks and theme parks in general. I mean, you don't only have Adam the Woo, you also had other pioneers too. Attractions Magazine, Coaster Force. Coaster Force has been around in YouTube for a very long time. Tim Tracker, Tim Tracker, um, theme park reviews, and so on and so on and so on. For history, he he had his ups and downs. He had his ups and downs. Now we don't know what the cause of death has happened. They'll talk about it. Announce it. I think tomorrow in the morning, or maybe tonight on Twitter X. I mean that's what they said. But it's just wild that someone like this guy could have frequently vanished. Maybe perhaps maybe my feelings was he probably has been going through a lot, or you know, the prettiest flowers get picked first. It's a that part's kind of scary to hear and painful to hear. You know, um, I it was right. It just happened right before he had a he called up one of the other YouTubers who are theme park enthusiasts to go see to visit the updates of Universal and so on. He has toured around. I mean, he this guy toured around the world. He went from here. He also went to Ecuador, my home country. Well, somewhat, but that doesn't matter. He went to many attractions. He met many great people, great characters out there. He went to Japan. He went to Korea. He went to many theme parks across the United States. I mean, he made a global staple. He made a global staple. He won. He has made. He had grown. He had a really grown reputation in his two channels, Daily Woo and other vlogs. He also mm, um, met Jack Black. If you saw one of his selfies, I mean, he also did a few panels, regarding to what his works are as theme parks enthusiast. You know, he also he pioneered and showed uh spec audiences, you know, certain parts that we didn't know about these typical theme parks. He did. And then so on, he would bring out prodigies. Prodigies will follow through that. Prodigies has followed through that. I'm pretty sure that whatever has come up to mind that, you know, that if his wife or his parents or the rest of his family um understood of like the of what they of the situation. Although, actually, let me rephrase that. That was terrible. But I'm pretty sure I would say understood that his friends, having to share grievances along with his mother and father and his wife, or maybe his kids too, that he has had he has had a good mark, a historic mark. Now, he did have his ups and downs. There are times that where he's at his best, and there were times where he had his worst. But that was the good thing about that. It shows that, you know, there are that there's always going to be flaws in life. I made flaws in life. I slacked, you know. I made mistakes. I did things I shouldn't do, except drugs. Just kidding. I never did drugs. I never did drugs. But this gives off the 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 epitome that maybe that things can move on or go well. But as of now, we have um some his friends and other YouTubers who have been fans to Adam the Woo um must be respected with time. And for his family, we like to not we like to give him some time for, to mourn the loss of Adam the Woo. He had, once again, made a staple, one of the very staples of one of the various contents that he made within the theme park community. Please keep that in mind. That he did that, and I think nothing would be much better that if we all share each other the happiest moments, because you only live once. That's what we Gen Z say. YOLO, YOLO. That was a long time in the 2010s. You only live once. Well, he lived it. He lived it well. And he went all around the world, and he brought in the influence, and he shared his content to those who love, have the same interests as he is. He was not a cloud chaser. He would tell you that. He did things. He searched what he liked. He take pictures. He make the videos what he liked, and it's up to you or not whether to be happy with it. It's whether to be happy with it. So that is it today. I mean, let's give respect and silence to Adam the Woo and his family, and hoping that he does give his passing into the other side, or maybe he'll be reincarnated again for another chance. But we don't know next. But I think this would be it'd be a time to to give some silence and some space to his relatives, to his families, to his brothers or sisters, to his wife or kids, um, and in hopes that that things will be things will have to go back will go back on track. But and it is for the best of him, and I believe that he will open a whole new gate, but of respect. Please respect what he stood for for the love of theme parks. Please respect what he stood for. And we and hopefully that many can look up to him as he has we always been looking up to him. Yes. It really it hurts. It hurts. It hurts to see someone like this who made great content, who's known to make this sort of historical content. And I think that was his last video too. His last video was with the Grinch. He was in Celebration. So yeah, man, give him some silence. He will be he'll be at rest. Let's just say. And I think as Alamet Reptile, we bless you and we thank you, Adam Dupu.